The U.S. Supreme Court is taking up arguments in 3 cases which could have an impact on millions of Americans. Spectrum News 13's political reporter Greg Angel is here in the studio with a look at how these cases could redefine the workplace and the rights of many gay or transgender Americans.
Yeah, Tammy, and really the question before the U.S. Supreme Court justices can be summed up like this. Should it be legal for an employer to fire someone because they are gay or transgender? Now, how the court may rule will no doubt be closely divided, but it is a ruling which could end a long-fought civil rights battle right here in Florida.
Trans lives matter!
Crowds on the steps of the U.S. Supreme Court showing their support for millions of people like Gerald Bostick.
It happened so quickly.
He says he was fired in 2013 after joining a gay softball team.
I was told it was conduct on becoming a Clayton County employee.
His is one of 3 cases justices are now considering to define whether federal law should protect people from being fired, no matter their sexual orientation or identity. Attorneys for employers involved say the letter of the law is clear.
Title VII prohibits sex discrimination. And if you start adding these other categories and you don't have protection for women in showers and restrooms, for women clients of overnight shelters, for women on sports teams, it's going to cause harm to millions of people.
UCLA's Williams Institute estimates more than 7 million U.S. workers identify as gay, lesbian, or bisexual. Another million is transgender. 22 states plus D.C. have laws protecting workers based on sexual orientation. The federal government and Florida do not.
What many people don't realize is you can be fired from your job, denied public accommodations or public housing simply for being gay or transgender.
Past bills in the state to extend these protections have failed, but even Democrats see some hope for change with the new legislative session nearing and perhaps at least a partial ally in Republican Governor Ron DeSantis.
There's a lot of unfinished business on the issue of discrimination that Governor Ron DeSantis can play a direct role in.
Governor DeSantis has faced criticism for specifically leaving out the LGBTQ community in his workplace anti-discrimination executive order and from a preliminary Pulse Remembrance proclamation until criticism forced him to release an updated version. But DeSantis did make a stride, becoming the first sitting governor of Florida to visit the Pulse Memorial.
I encouraged him. I said, you know, LGBTQ Floridians have been looking to have a voice at the table for a long time.
We should note the governor's office has not responded to multiple requests for comment. Now, there's no timeline for when justices at the U.S. Supreme Court may hand down a ruling, while 4 liberals on the court may side with LGBTQ petitioners. It's not clear yet if one of the 5 conservatives may join the minority. A lot to keep an eye on. In the studio, Greg Angel, Spectrum News 13.